Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Taking down the chicken fence, all of this chicken coop area that I had through these years. It's been demolished too many times by vandals and weather and everything else, so it's time to give it up. And this whole area is going to be a garden this year. Everything out here is just all going to be garden this year. So this is the end of the chicken coop in the meadow. Once and for all, the chickens will remain out in the side in a separate runway, which I have planned already and discussed in depth with you all previously. Now to work neatly, I've got my tool pouch on my side here. What I'm doing is taking all the baling wire and I'm just bunching it up in my tool pouch so that it doesn't get stuck all over in the yard. Of course, I dropped a piece as I'm saying it. That's funny. So try to eliminate that. And clean this place up today. I don't know how far I'll get. It is sort of warm out again. Melanie's over in the flower beds. She's cleaning up the flower beds and herb gardens. So we're gonna have a lot of edibles this year, a lot of vegetables, a lot of herbs, a lot of flowers. It's gonna be a different life out here in the homestead this year. Oh wow, chickens have buried that stuff. So I'm going to salvage what I can, get rid of what I can't. This stuff is junk. This deer netting is absolute junk from being wrecked too many times. I've patched it and replaced it and repaired it too many times. That stuff is done. Some of the chicken wire scraps, I don't know, we'll see what can be done with it. I want to lay it out in the ground and sort out what I can and throw out what I can't. So anyway, I'm going to keep going now. From time to time I'll give you updates here and what's going on. Well, it was a lot of work, but I got the whole entire front row of fencing down. Now what you see is some green stakes marking the grapevines and blackberries that I had planted before 2 years ago. So there's some berries there growing. Here's a grapevine. I've got to restake them up. This was a big job disentangling that from the deer netting. I had thought it would stay up forever at the time that I put it there, but that I thought was permanent. A lot of people complain about my temporary projects, but I thought the deer netting would be permanent. That one here is going to be a big mess to undo. But these smaller ones were a little easier. So they're budding nicely, so I got to be gentle with them and make sure I don't break off any buds. That made it a really tough job. And this one here is a bigger grapevine. Well, relatively speaking, considering I bought them from a tiny little stub at the Tractor Supply 2 years ago. And here is a blackberry cane. There are buds down underneath in the ground, so I marked that off. I'm going to get some more stakes. I forgot from my garden supply, but there's a grape, and there's a tiny little grape that never really did do much. And then there's another grape over here that didn't grow very much. And there's a big one tangled in big time, so I've got to get that undone. All this tangled mess in the corner. And then all of this stuff is going to have to come out. It's going to gonna be a lot of work this summer. A lot of work, but I'm gonna get it all cleaned up and hopefully replant this whole garden properly. I got some big heavy-duty rear tine tillers that I have to get running, and then we'll have a proper garden this year. No experiments this year, a real garden. And I've got herbs regrowing, by the way. This tangled mess here actually has herbs. So here and here, if you guys might remember the herb gardens from previous years, they're doing alright. They're still coming back. So anyway, it's lunchtime, so I'll talk to you guys later. How we doing here? Trying to rebuild the garden, the flower beds.
It's really nice here.
What's that?
The flower.
Oh, that one right there? I'll come around. Melanie is working here on rebuilding the flower beds since the chickens were released when we were gone and destroyed it all. There was some pink flowers coming up though. There's this creeping phlox. Is it going to show up on the camera? It's all whitewashed. But those were beautiful and very huge, and the chickens sort of gutted that. This was all peppermint all through here, and I had various herbs. And they dug out pretty deep. We got some violas coming up here and there.
Put the garden soil here, and then I'm gonna put something.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, you can do that.
This is going to be fertilizer.
That'll be very nice there. And we've got a wild blackberry I had asked her to save. It's a small, low-lying shrub bush thing, but it's beautiful. Oh, the pinwheel? Oh, you put up your sign. Let me go around and look. So she's cleaning out the weeds and putting the mulch back where it belongs. Melanie Lane is up. I have been inside working on the computer for a while. Let the heat of the day pass over, and I'm going to get working on this garden fencing some more, staking out what is to be kept, and ripping down the old fence, getting this place ready for gardening, ready for planting. Now, I have to say, a lot of people are telling me I need to plant, but right now we are not past the danger of frost yet. We cannot officially plant safely until May 24th. So, although we are working on the garden and preparing it, we can't really plant anything serious until mid-May. So we have about a month left before we can really plant heavy. Now we can put in cold weather crops now, and we will be doing that very soon here, because that'll be really easy to till one of these strips and just plant some cold weather crops. Get some lettuce in there and some kale and spinach and some good greens. So, alright, well, I think I need a light jacket and I'm going to get back to work here. It's getting breezy out now. The temperature changed quick. So I'm plugging along here. I got the whole back wall of the garden removed. I still have to get all the metal stakes out, and that'll be quite a job. But I've got all the deer netting out, and the chicken wire is unfastened. I'm going to roll it all up once I find the end. These were 150-foot rolls of chicken wire. They were about 2 foot high, which is perfect for reuse. So I'm going to keep that intact and roll it back up once I find the ends of it. And it's still in good shape. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. So we're getting it. I'll probably do this back wall or the side wall next. And then I've got to get out here with something to knock down all these grasses. And I think the cornfield will be where the chickens were, because the corn uses more nitrogen. The black bugs are going for my eyes. Oh, in my ear, inside my ears. I think corn needs more nitrogen, if I remember right. And if I got my thinking right, the chicken poop is full of that. So this area should be great for the corn. Well, I got the other wall done. Sorry for not recording too much, but I just was knocking this out. Melanie was working in she's been raking leaves. She sorted out all the flower pots over here, raked up all along the fence line, cleaned up her flower beds here, is neatening up things. I told her to leave the leaves over the mint because we were still not out of the freeze period yet. She's cleaning up in front of the house, raking all the ground everywhere. I've been piling up various types of materials in different groups and piles, and I've got some rolls of deer netting here that I can still use if I decide to. So 3 walls done. I still got the far back wall to do, and then the 2 inside walls of the chicken coop. So I'm halfway done, I guess you could say. Halfway done in a day of work. The whole entire front wall except for 1 post is out, so that's good. I guess I can knock down the side wall as well. Those break off at the base because termites had gotten at them. That was all wooden poles. And then we're looking pretty good for the day. So right now I can walk straight through the yard and into the chicken coop. So that's it for today. Unless something else comes up, I'll talk to you all later. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Out.